Now let's get to the scheduled program. Welcome, hip hop fam. This is the Lost Element brought to you by Hippie, where we hear from the real defenders of the culture. Yo, what's good, LA? Y'all listen to Lost Element on KQBH 101.5 FM. You know, today we're at Rotor and Coil Tattoo Shop. You know, we're out the studio, but we got another real defender of the culture here. If y'all been paying attention, y'all probably seen his name up somewhere around the city. But you know how we do it here on this show? What you write, my boy?
We're coming there 49 from Punks Crew and Dead City Punks.
That's right, man. You know, first question I always like to start off with, bro, is just like, let the people know, like, where you grew up and how you got into graph.
So I grew up, like, in Inglewood, Hawthorne, Lennox. You know, like, been there all my life and shit. Like, you know, from all three cities, always going back and forth and shit. You know, and got my name at 13 and shit, you know. I see my cousin tagging and shit, and that fool moved in with us one day, and that fool was like, hey, fool. Oh, I told that fool, hey, fool, I want to tag. That fool was like, why you want to tag, fool? Like, you're a fat-ass little nerd. And he's like, you should tag nerd. Bam, you know. Fucking became nerd, I guess, you know. And then that fool told me, pick a number and shit, write a number next to that shit. A lot of people be like, damn, what was like nerd, like 49, or the 49 stand for the 49ers or some shit. Like, nah, that don't mean it doesn't mean shit. I just went through nerd 1, nerd 2, nerd 7, nerd 8, nerd 20, nerd 25. And then fucking, I landed on 49, and fucking, I felt like that shit like rolled off the tongue, nerd 49. And that's how I got the 49 and shit, you know.
Just ran with it.
You know?
Man. So, like, you said, like, it was your older cousin, you know, like, when it came to, like, who introduced you to graph.
Yeah.
Kind of like, did he, like, mentor you through the game, or was it kind of like,
nah,
you had to learn by your own?
Yeah, pretty much. That fool used to write info. You know, that fool was on BE, and then that fool, you know, like, I've never went painting with that fool, but when that fool moved in with us and shit, that fool brought his stuff, and I was just like, damn, Dick, like, what is this, you know? Like, that shit was, you know.
Yeah.
And then, damn, I wanted to tag and shit, and then that fool stopped tagging. Like, later on, we got some shit pregnant, and fucking life changed completely.
Yeah. Man, like, from there, bro, like, do you remember the first piece you hit up?
Nah, I've always been a tagger fool, like butt scribes and shit like that, you know, like, cause like really bombing, I didn't start that shit until I got divorced, fool, like fucking 4 or 5 years ago, fool, you know. But in the beginning, I was just like tagger, just butt scribes, the green line, up and down the green line, you know, the 40, the 210, the buses and shit, Manchester, the 115, just scribes, you know. I never really.
Yeah.
Like, went out there bombing and shit, you know, and then, you know, I was doing other shit, you know, like I was doing like other shit, you know?
Yeah.
And then, you know, got out of prison, fool, and then I started, you know what I'm saying, did the family thing, and then I started tagging after I got divorced. So there's like a lot of gaps in my shit, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
like, yeah. You know?
Man, like, one thing you brought up, bro, is like with the tagging, you know, I feel like in today, like, I feel like it's kind of lost, that art of tagging, and just, you know, going around, get your name up with the tags. But,
Yeah.
you know, I feel, in my opinion, I think now it's like everyone's just trying to flex bombs, you know. But with that art of tagging, like, what drew you into like wanting to tag and hit those scribes?
Fucking, well, you know, like, I do tattoos too, you know, so what I've noticed, like, it's like a flow, you know, like, every line you write, it's like a fucking, like, emotion, you know, like, it's just like, I feel like my tags don't come out the same every time, you know what I'm saying, but it has, like, the same feeling, you know, like in cursive, you go, or like when you pull a line and then you curve it, when you go, like, you know, like, it's, like emotion in it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like lettering, like the structures of that shit. You know, even though like I feel like I'm not that good at it, but you know.
Man, I mean, I'll give you credit, bro. Like, I think you got a dope style for someone who said, like, you know, just started bombing. You know, like, you got good style. You feel me?
You know, I kind of feel like this was all you barely started tagging. I was like, nah, I've been tagging. I've been nerd for I'm 35. I've been there since like 13, 14, like 22 years, something like that and shit. You know, like my daughter calls me nerd. Everybody calls me nerd. You know, like. Only the police and when I get jobs, fucking call me by my real name and shit. But I tell everybody I'm nerd. You know, like people laugh. Like, yeah, I'm nerd. You know, like I meet somebody new. What's up? I'm nerd. You know, like I don't tell them my name. Like,
yeah. Man, that's dope though. Like the origin behind your name, man. Like. You know, everyone, like, some people won't admit it, but, like, growing up, everyone had a nickname they didn't like because something, but, like, you stuck with Nerd, and now it's like, damn, Nerd 49, you know?
Yeah, dude, I haven't seen nobody tag Nerd and shit ever since, you know? I've seen a Geek, you know?
Yeah.
But that's, like, a whole different letter there, you know what I'm saying? But,
yeah, man, like bringing it back to that whole thing where you said like you just started like actually like bombing after tagging, bro. Like I said, you have a good style, but like how did you develop that style, like for just jumping into bombing recently?
Shit, I feel like I barely started getting good and shit, you know. If it's called good, I don't know. Like it's over and over again, like standards. Fool. I remember like. Just nerd papers, just fill them up, like non-stop and shit, you know. I can't do throwies for shit, you know. But it's cool. I really like throwies anyway, so you know. But I don't know, just hanging out with better people and shit. You know, I'm lucky to hang around with like people that are way better and I can fucking like see and steal, you know, because I feel like. You know, every good art is stolen, you know, like all that shit is stolen. You just like, and then you make it yourself, you know, like, I'm very fortunate to have like a lot of cool people around me.
That's right, man. So just picking up from like other artists and just constantly practicing.
Yeah, you know, like, I be practicing on papers, you know, like, but I'll be getting to walls sometimes, and then I forget what the fuck I want to do, and then it's like, oh, nigga, what do I do now? Because I just go with some shit, and horrible, like, fuck this shit, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of shit that I do, and I'll be like, damn, fool, that's just fucking dumb. Or I look at the picture, I'll be like, damn, I forgot to highlight, I forgot to fucking darken that, there's no fucking 3D right here. I'll just be like, fuck, and then I'll be like, damn, tomorrow everybody's gonna see. You know, like, fuck.
Man, like, what's your creative process like when you do go hit those walls? Cause like you said you practice. Like, do you have a sketch in mind, or is it just that flow of what you feel?
Both, you know, both and shit. You know, I don't like. You know, there's a lot of badass fools that they have like the same style. You know, like for years, you know. And I kind of want to be the type that does like something different every time and shit, you know, like.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, I know. At first, I try to do like straight letters because you know that's what everybody starts with and shit, like straight letters. I feel like now I got to a point where like I don't want to do straight letters, you know, like. Yeah, I feel like that's you know like, what I'm trying to be like away from straight letters. Anybody can do straight letters, you know, or like when fools do fonts, like they do like calligraphy or shit like that. Yeah, that's just cool, you know what I'm saying? But it's not really like original, you know.
Yeah.
You do old English, like yeah, that's just tight. But anybody can fucking do old English, you know.
Yeah. So trying to just up that style, you know, like something original.
Yeah, you know, that's the whole thing, right? Like, that's graffiti. There is no like set set style for everything is different from like wild style, even to straight letters to fucking bubble letters. You know, like,
Yeah. Man, another thing I want to ask you, bro, is like, how do you choose your spots, man? Like, when you go hit up.
I'd be picky, but fucking like there's hot spots. I feel like you definitely get the most points for hot spots. You go to a hot spot and do that shit and the quickness, too, like hell yeah. Versus somebody that fucking goes and like does it somewhere where it's cool. You know, I've been at spots for like an hour just sagging and nothing. I've been other spots where every 5 minutes I have to go to the side or fucking, you know, like, hurry up, the police is coming, hurry up.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah, you know, besides that, like, yeah, you know, like just random spots, you know.
Yeah. Oh, like what would you say is like your favorite thing to hit up on, man? Like streets, walls, like yards, tunnels,
Hot spots.
hot spots.
Hot spots.
Yeah.
You know, like the streets. Yards are cool. I do everything. Everything's cool. Like I think everything's tight. You know, I would like to do more like climbing shit. I'm fucking fat though, so it's kind of like I'm gonna fall to the ground really fast. You know. But,
Yeah.
But yeah, like hot spots and shit. You know, freeways are cool. Like you know, like everybody's like, oh, the 101's above, the 5 is above, and they were like,
Yeah.
the punky means like, I don't want to fucking hit up some popular ass spot where everybody wants to go hit up. Like, oh shit, if you hit the 101, you're gonna get flicked by yada yada, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a fucking freeway spot, you know, like, you're not gonna get caught at a freeway spot. You got fucking 10 hours at a freeway spot if you really want to. You
Yeah.
know, like, you know, so I feel like like street spots, you know, like I did one in like on the stars on Hollywood, and I thought that shit was like exciting because it's like the stars, you know what I'm saying? And then fucking we're gonna burn this mural right here, you know?
Yeah.
Like hot spots and shit. So they're exciting.
That's right, man. I want to ask too, bro. Like with like graffiti, like do you feel being consistent is more important or evolving your style?
Longevity.
Longevity?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's a life choice. You know what I'm saying? Like who's been tagging for years and shit. You know, versus somebody that comes and just fucking tags for like a year, 2 years. A lot of COVID people did that shit. But during COVID, there was 1,001 writers and shit. And then, where the fuck are these fools at now?
Yeah.
You know?
For sure, man.
And and then evolving too, you know? Like I said, I don't want to keep doing the same style and shit. I want to do different. You know, you look at fools like Merch, they're fucking king of that shit right now. That fool's everywhere, dog. Fucking skating, fucking different countries, food, like, and it's different, you know? That shit's fucking, like, next level shit. You know? Like, that's how, you know?
Man, yeah, the longevity, man. You know, I want to bring it now to like your graffiti crew. You know, it's a pretty known crew out there. People who go around, they see it up, but I just want to know, like, for the people out there listening, like, what crew is that? What the letters stand for, and
it's Punks, you know. Punks is pull up and kill shit, you know. And she's been around like 22 years. Started like 2001, 2002. Started like in Gardena, you know. Then it shifted to the South Central chapter, and then that's I guess the one that I'm from. Well, I mean, it's all Punks, right?
Yeah.
You know? And I live in Gardena too, so you know. Yeah, that's how it started and shit. You know, I was asked by the creator of Hoy, that fool, who asked me to get into Punks, so I was like, hell yeah. And then I met Goader, and he's in charge of Punks now. He's the main head, you know. Shout out Goader, you know. And yeah, you know, been rocking with that shit for like 5 years now. You know. Oh, and this was there. Rest in peace, this. You know. fucking, I met a boy in distro, a Messi. You know, that was from Punks, POW. You know, and I think that's it. You know.
So like you said, like the leader asked you to get into punks, right? So like what was the process of like choosing the crew, you know?
Oh, I feel tight. Fucking Ahoy is like on some whole different level.
Yeah.
Yeah, those like, you know, days like those were like 2000 type fucking graffiti, you know, like that fool doesn't even do letters. He does like shapes or some bullshit. Like it's like organic, you know. So I was like, damn, fool, this was fucking amazing, dog. Like, you know, it's like an honor, you know, when you know somebody's like sick as fuck. It's like, hey, fool, you should rock with us, you know what I'm saying? Versus, you know, other people, I guess, you know. And he was cool people too, you know, like just because you're good doesn't mean I'm gonna go fucking follow your ass either. You know, that was cool people and shit, you know, like humble and shit. That fool was tight, you know. And that fool was into some other shit. That fool was into sculpting. He sculpts shit. He's a painter, you know, like that fool's not just some tiger and shit, some graffiti. But that fool's like abstract as fuck, you know. But when I first met that fool, I was like, damn, you have a bunch of plants, fool? He's like, hey, he's like, you can have a pot. So I was like, hey, let me get that pot. And that fool was like, oh no, that's a debit currency, that's like $3,000. And I was like, for this bitch here, see this fucking pot right here? He's like, yeah, it's $3,000. So I was like, damn. But it's him knowing that knowledge that like some artist did that shit, you know? Like that shit's fucking badass, you know? Like a lot of fools just, that's it, it's just graffiti fools. They're only worried about other graffiti artists. This was into more shit, you know, like into like more like actual art shit, I guess, you know.
Yeah, man, like going off of that, like, do you consider graph, is it art or is it vandalism? You know,
I think graffiti doesn't belong in art galleries. You know, I know that for the okay, you know. I'm just saying, you know, like, what makes graffiti is on the street, fool. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'll do canvases for my friends, like gigs and shit like that, you know? Like, a little art piece or whatever. You know? I don't know. Art's supposed to make people feel, or the comfortable feel uncomfortable, and then the uncomfortable feel comfortable. So, you know, so when like, people on the streets see graffiti, they're like, what the fuck is this? You know? Versus, oh shit, this is fucking amazing, look at this shit. I don't know, you know, is it art? I don't fucking know shit. I like to write my name on shit. You know, because it's more of an ego thing, you know? Like, definitely, like, an attention thing, you know? Because, you know, why do motherfuckers want to be up? You know, look at me, look at me, look at me, you know? Shit, like, you're doing it for somebody. You know, you want niggas to see you. So that's why you're going scaling now, you know. That's why you're going to the top of buildings and shit, or big ass rollers, you know. Like, is it art? I think there's art in the act of graffiti. Kind of like there's beauty in the struggle. Yeah. You know, like that.
So, but it's like, man. Found the nail, man. Oh shit.
Fuck. Don't blur that
out. Man, you brought up like the egos in graffiti, you know, like getting up. So I would ask you, like, why do you do graffiti, and why do you go out there to put your name up?
I think that's just tight. That's just fucking tight as fuck, you know, like, I don't know. Since I gravitated to it and got given a name, I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna write that shit, you know? Like, I don't know, stick it to the man. It feels punk. You know what I'm saying? They're doing what we're not supposed to be doing, I guess. You know?
Man, next one I got for you, bro, is like graffiti is usually like, it's tied to hip hop, you know? And like, we're gonna get into the Dead City Punks a little bit later, but I would ask, like, how is graffiti also tied to punk?
Oh, because that shit all started like in New York, you know? There was punk in New York, and there was there was hip hop in New York, you know? Like, that shit, there's subcultures, you know? Nobody wanted graffiti, nobody wanted punk, nobody wanted hip hop. I think it's the same shit, you know? Like,
Yeah.
hell yeah. You know, it coincides, I believe in that. It definitely does.
Yeah. I want to ask you too, bro. Like, do you believe like graph is still connected to the two, like subcultures, or do you think it like has its own lane now?
It's connected, you know? Like, fucking, half the homies that I know that are punk, or if they're tagging, half the taggers that people see out there, they're punk rappers, fool, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, not everybody's gonna, like, oh, you're a tagger, you gotta, you know? There's taggers that look like cholos, there's taggers that look like punks, you know? Like, there's taggers that look like little square ass fools, you know? Like, you know? Like,
For sure, bro. You know, since we're like here in LA, I want to ask you like, you know, for the listeners who are listening outside of LA, like, how would you describe LA's graph scene?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. You know? I'll be dying because I like that shit. You know? I don't really be paying attention to other people except like my friends.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't care what the next person writes. You know, like, that's cool. We got something in common. But I don't give a fuck what you're writing. Fool, like, you know, fucking. I know if I go somewhere and there's like 5 foods, and then I'm there and I'm like, damn, I don't want to look for another spot. I want to look for the fucking easiest guy that I can tag better than.
Yeah.
And it's not that I want beef, it's just like, damn, nigga, you're the easiest one that I can take out, fool. That nigga's better than me, that nigga's better than me. I can burn your shit, I'm gonna burn the shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a good spot. I want it, you know?
Yeah.
And then that's how I feel, you know? Like, I've been here like, damn, why you go over me? It's like, fool, I just thought I could do better than you, fool. That's it, nigga, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna get my spot back. Get that shit back. Get it back, fool. I don't give a fuck. But if I see it and it still sucks, I'm gonna go over it again. You know, like that. It's not that I want beef. Like, we can fight for fun. You know, that's how I feel. Like, we can fight for fun. They don't gotta be over graffiti. You know,
Yeah.
we can get down for fun. You know.
So like, I know earlier you told me like, you know, you travel different places to paint. You know, how would you compare like graph or graph culture from other places compared to here?
Fuck, I think my favorite one was Chicago. That shit is tight. You know, I met some fool named Juice out there.
Mm-hmm.
That fool, shout out Juice. That fool, it was tight. You know, I don't know, that it's different. You know, fucking, it's like different but the same. You know, because it's kind of like the same animal, taggers. You know, it's
Yeah.
like we gotta let's go paint. You know.
Most definitely, bro. You know, another thing I want to ask you, man, is, you know, in graffiti, we always hear people talk about like respect, you know, but what does respect look like in this game of graffiti?
Shit. If I see a spot between like 2 people, I do my best not to touch that shit, or like just to put it just in the middle of that shit. You know, like, I don't be trying to clip motherfuckers and shit. Just be sensitive and shit, you know?
Yeah.
But also, like, damn. For me, it makes me feel like, damn, I fitted it right there, you know? Kind of like, damn, I leveled up, you know? Because I fit it right there, you know? Like, yeah, I don't really be going nowhere for too, you know? Like, I mean, I don't think I have any graffiti beef, you know? I feel like if people don't like me, it's because I'm an asshole or I'm mean or some shit, you know? But I'll be trying to, like, you know, like, stay out people's ways. When this is a throw, I'm capping throws all day, dog. Like, if it's a badass spot, and then I'm like, man, that shit got like 3 more days left. You know, like, I'll cap that shit. You know, but I'll cap it with like a burner or a bomb or some shit. Like then I cover all of it. I don't let nothing show. You know, like, So like that is like done right, you know. Cause fools be tripping, you know, like cap a throw it, come back and get all mad. Like fool, you did a fucking throw, you did. You know, like I came over here, did like 5 colors, 6 fucking things. You know, drew a naked bitch and shit, and you're gonna get mad, like, come on, bro, like,
Yeah. Man, like, cause like I always like taught like it's like throwaways over tags. And
yeah,
then, like,
that shit.
Bombs,
you know?
like, and if you have multiple colors and it burns it, like,
Yeah,
you shouldn't get mad.
That's how I feel and shit. There is rules to it, you know, like, what's the main rule that everybody knows? If you can burn it, burn it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I did a throwaway one time, and then that fool Ryan from MSK came and tapped my shit. For me, for like an honor, dog. Like, I was like, that nigga fucking capped my shit. At first, I was a little sour, you know. I remember I told Merch that day, the Merch was like, yeah, but you see your throw is kind of like part of his tag. I was just like, yeah. But it was cool, you know, because for me, I look at it like a story that, oh yeah, that fool Ryan from MSK, you know, and the fools are like elite ass fucking graffiti artists, like, you know, like it's cool, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I was like, yeah. You know.
That's right, man. All right, nerd. We're gonna take a little music break. All right, y'all listening to Lost Element on KQBH LP 101.5 FM, a community service of the Boyle Heights Arts Conservatory, broadcasting live on your FM dial and streaming on KQBHLA.com. What's up, y'all? We're back. Y'all listening to Lost Element. You know, we're gonna jump straight back into this interview with Nerd49. You know, first question I got for you, bro, is you got any wild or funny stories you could share about going out on a mission?
Word. Wild?
It could be a funny story too, man. Like just going out painting.
One time, Skates almost got beat up by this fat ass fucking security guard. It was like the time where that thing that fool Asher, that fool was tagging some shit. It was being recorded, right? And I guess he sprayed some security guard or some shit.
Oh yeah.
That was it. Break his leg or something like that, right? That was like, help me! Like, you know, his homies over here recording that fool. So that one day we were drunk in downtown and we were fucking tagging and shit. I was tagging some shit. Security guard started tripping on me, but I finished and I kept it pushing. I think it said some shit and then fucking Sketch motherfucking ass like, what? Trying to get down with that fool. So mind you, this fucking security guard was like 300 fucking pounds, bro. Like this nigga's huge, bro. You know, like I'm over here like half a block away already, and I turn back and this fool and that fool going at it. I'm like, Sketch, dig, let's get out of here. This fool somehow falls and that fucking security guard just throws himself on top of that fool, dog. And I'm looking like. Little sketch like little hands shit. Fucking I thought about the Asher thing. So I was just like, so I ran back. It's just like bam, I kicked this one in the chest, fool. You know, and we were picking up fucking skate like this fucking idiot. You know, that's one of them shit, you know. Fucking it's a lot. Scary ones and shit.
Yeah, you kicked a 300-pound dude, like
like right in the chest and shit. Fat ass fool, dog. I'm not leaving the fool behind, dog. Just going and shit, you know.
That's right, man. So next one I got for you, bro, is like, what's one of the hardest lessons the game of graffiti has taught you?
Don't tell other people spots.
Yeah.
Cause one time with this fool, I was like, oh yeah, fool, that's a bad spot, right? And then this nigga goes and takes that shit with like his crew. I'm like, damn, you know, I'm telling you, so we could both go do it, you know? And then this nigga goes and just, it's like, yeah, bro, you know, like, if you see a spot, take it. Because I feel like sometimes I see a spot, like, I've seen spots for like a year, you know, and I'm like, damn, dude. And I feel like when you think like that you put that shit in the universe, and then somebody else picks it up. You know? And then they see what you see, and then you drive by and you're like, damn, big. I'm the one that was supposed to fucking hit that spot. I saw that shit a year ago, and now there's somebody there, dog. And then it rocks. You're just like, you know, like that shit sucks, dog. You know, it's like, damn, I should have enough balls to go do it. You know, because you, I don't know. I thinking like, damn, dude, that's a good spot. That's a good spot. And yeah, dude, people take it. You gotta be fast sometimes. Like, you gotta be fast. You know.
Shoot, right when you see it, just go hit it right then and there.
Yeah, you know, maybe not right then and there, you know, but wait till the night, you know. Like obviously you see in the day, unless you got like super big balls like that, you know, you know, because there is those graphiters, like, you know, like bombing during the day is definitely more dangerous than bombing during the night.
Yeah,
you know, definitely get more points for that, I think.
For real, man. You know, this next segment, bro, like I want to ask you about like the modern influence, you know, with social media and everything has on graffiti. I want to ask you, like, what's your take on social media's impact on the graffiti culture?
I don't know. I don't really like you know, like I don't know. I guess you're not up if you're like. I don't know, I feel like I'm very in the trenches and shit, you know? I don't see my shit on social media, you know, but I don't know, dude, like, social media is gay anyways, you know, like that shit. You gotta be outside, you know, like, yeah. I don't go out by social media and shit, you know, like, that shit pointless, you know. Like I used to network and talk to my friends and shit like that. You know, there's a lot of stuff that I do and I don't post that shit. You know, like, and I post other stuff, but I'm always like back. Like, I don't think I posted on my account like fucking like 3-4 months, and I've definitely been painting since then. You know.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have like a whole week. I post like a whole week straight, but the shit that I did like fucking 6 months ago, 7 months ago, like it's old shit, you know. Like, yeah, I don't know, dude.
Would you say like social media has kind of watered it down, like
watering graffiti down?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Yeah, social media is just another means of exposure. You know, like there's people that take pictures and shit. You know, they see it, they take a picture of it. You know, like I feel very cool with it. Oh shit, nigga took a picture of me and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I feel like fools that are in the trench, like you know, the trenches and shit, they know, niggas know who's up and who's not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and like I said, like, you know, like fools paint the same spots over and over again. You know, like let's go paint the 101. Like nigga, like everybody paints the 101. That shit gets bugged, and then everybody, yeah, you know, then they get flicked, and then they think they're up. Like freeway's not that impressive at all. You know, like you get to be there all night. You know what I'm saying? You can take your time, shit. Like, you know, that's a good way to show your art skill. You know, like there's fools that do big ass characters and shit like that. All right, so you can do that shit. Hell yeah, you know, that's tight. You know, but yeah, you know, everybody takes the pictures of the same spots and shit. We'll be fighting over the same spots that. Oh, yeah, this shit rocked like 6 months last time. We gotta get that spot. And, you know, we gotta find a new spot. You know, I feel like the level of graffiti goes like that. You know, like for me right now, like the thing that I just started, they've been doing it in Brazil. Is the scaffolding, the fucking hanging down shit.
Yeah.
Like I think in the last 2 years, LA's really been like that. You know, like fucking like 2 years ago, like I don't know. You know, like I'm pretty sure people have done it before. Like you know, like, I don't know the whole history, but. Yeah, I feel like that's like the next level, you know. Like, I wanna fucking do that shit, you know. Like that shit's bad, dog. Like that's
like a special agent and shit.
Yeah, that shit's bad, dog. Like going down. I think that's the height of graffiti right now. You know, like you've done trains, you've done bridges, yards, cop cars, whatever buildings, shit. Now the next thing is alright, fool. Well, can you hang down the building and do that shit?
Yeah.
You know, I feel like that's where it's at right now. You know, like.
Shit.
You know.
That shit's scary though, hanging.
Yeah. Fat. Yeah.
Man. Earlier, man, you brought up like how graffiti. You said like it doesn't belong in like the art galleries, you know.
Yeah.
So I want to ask like, where do you stand on like legal walls or even like where they do have like those graffiti gallery shows?
But I don't know. If my homie had a business and that was like, hey, fool, you mind bombing that shit? I'm like, hell yeah. You know? Well, the walls inside here, do they count as legal walls? Like, you know? Like, you know?
Yeah.
Like, fool, someone gives me a legal wall, I'll take that shit. You know? Like, fuck it, I'm down for it. If it's a chance for me to fucking write my name on shit, I'm gonna do it and shit. You know? Like, you know? I don't have any legal walls, but, you know, like, hell yeah, they, you know? Like, I would, you know. I paint over murals anyways, you know. I see a mural, like, fuck, I'm painting on that shit. Like, you know, like,
Yeah.
unless it's like somebody that I know, like, you know. Like, it's just some fucking dumbass mural. Like, fuck yeah. My name would look way better right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, shit. I'll do mural walls. Fuck yeah, I don't give a fuck. I want to write my name on shit, you know, like. Given a free space to write my shit, I'm gonna do it. You know? I've already proven that I take shit that's not mine anyway, so I'm already doing illegal walls. All walls are hittable. You know? All everything. Write my name on everything. You know?
That's
except
right.
like nature. You don't write on trees. That's fucking dumb. Like, man, they fucking up this tree, dog.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, man. So like, you know, from graph, you know, now like, you know, business owner, tattoo artist. I want to ask, like, was it like a natural step from going to graph to tattooing, or did something spark to start doing tattoos?
Fuck. I did graph first, I guess, you know, and tattoos. I guess I've been artistic because I know how to draw, fool, you know, like I remember like, I could look at something and then like put it on paper, you know? And then I was told that I could tattoo and shit. You know, somebody else put the idea in my head, you know, and then I thought about tattooing, and then I definitely see how tattooing made my graffiti better and shit. Especially like in blending and from going from dark to lightest, you know, like and tattooing nice straight bold line, you know? And then graffiti, same thing, you know, because sometimes you do it, I like my outline thick, and then you can tell when it's skinny, it doesn't look like that, right? But if you thicken it out, you know, so then in tattooing, it's like the same shit, you know, from going dark to light, you know, kind of just, you know, definitely tattooing made my graffiti better, you know, especially like confident lines, you know, like when you pull a line with a machine, you know, you gotta look at it with the spray can too. You know, like, you can't go, man. And tattooing, you don't go like that either, you know, like, you're going, you know. So I had to make the connection right there and shit, you know, and then I was like, holy shit, fool, what the fuck, like, I should have been understand this, you know, like, it's the same shit, you know. But, yeah, I think definitely, tattooing definitely helped a lot. Yeah.
That's right, man. How would you describe like your tattoo style?
Come on. Yeah, I just went from trying to stop doing straights to like more. I don't even think I have a style full because I try to do it like something different every time and shit. But there's some styles that I want to have them on lock, you know. Like some fools have their shit on lock. I feel like I do a lot of styles, but none of them are on lock.
Yeah.
You know, so every time it's just like a little different and shit. Yeah, but I don't think, you know, like it's like in tattooing. That's me too. Oh, what's your style of tattooing? Everything. I got bills to pay for, like traditional. You know, if it's fine line, I know I'm not good at fine line. I'm still gonna take it sometimes. But I got bills to pay for. Like I'm gonna You know, like, yeah, I don't think I have a style, fool. I want to do everything, fool. I want to be able to do good straight letters and shit, some trippy shit, and then fucking somehow get to like Sours level and fucking do some shit like that. You know, like I don't want to stay at one fucking spot. You know, like, and tattooing just fools that only do lettering. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh no, you only come to me for lettering and shit. You know, like. Tattooing's an art, dog. You know, you could do so much with that shit. You just want to stay right there just doing lettering.
Yeah.
You know, like, alright. You know? Like, there's taggers that all they do is throwies. Like, that's all they do. Just throwies and shit. And it's like, yeah, that's cool, fool. You've been doing throwies for fucking 40 years. Fuck yeah, you're a tagger, fool. You're a pioneer, whatever, you know, but. You're not that impressive either.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's why I feel like other people that do wild shit, like damn fool, that shit's fucking tight. Cause that's like there's levels to it. You know, you could. Yeah.
Just constantly evolving. You know.
Yeah. You know. Don't
you
you
know,
just want to like just do that? You know? Just don't think about evolving and shit.
Yeah.
But it's cool, you know. That's tight. That's still part of graph cultures. It's still part of graph culture, like a motherfucker and shit. You know.
Yeah.
Like, there's some stories that I look at them, damn, that shit's fresh, like skinny lines and damn, that shit's like,
Yeah.
that shit's tight, you know. And then there's other shit, you know.
You know, for everyone listening in right now, what's the best way if they want to book a tattoo or find the shop?
Oh shit, the shop's on Google Maps. You go to Rotor and Coil Tattoo Parlor. And then my Instagram is urchin tattoo, urchin_tattoo, you know. Like, yeah, that's the best way. Shit.
For sure, man.
Take deposits, so send deposit. Not send deposit, I'm not gonna take it serious at all. But
Yeah, most definitely, man. Tap in for tattoos. All right, bro. This next segment, man, is called the quick hitters, bro. So, like, first thing off the head. First one I got for you, bro, is favorite brand of spray paint.
Acme?
Okay.
Acme. Nah, Cobra.
Cobras?
I like Cobra.
Okay.
Yeah. The homie Vessel used to sell that shit. Shout out Vessel. Yeah, fucking. Yeah, Cobra. Cobra's tight. I like Cobra. I use a lot of loop, obviously. Like, that's just dominating over here. Acme school. I'm like, dang. I feel like dang robs me for a quarter of my paint. But yeah, I guess, yeah. Cobra.
Okay. So, next one I got for you, bro, is spray paint or roller.
Well, spray paint.
Spray paint.
A little more flexible.
Okay, for sure. This next one, man, it's not for graffiti, but what's the best local food spot the listeners got to go try?
Your local taco, man.
Okay.
I like pupusas. I don't know. I went to eat ramen the other day. That shit was fire. Forgot what it was called though.
Okay, for sure. Next one I got, bro, is a backyard show or going to a sold out arena.
Ooh. It depends who's playing. We go to a backyard show and the band fucking suck. You know?
Yeah.
We go to the arena if they're sold out. Who's playing? You know, like,
Yeah.
yeah, it depends and shit. Definitely backyard shows are like more dangerous. You know? But not as like more of an adult, like the backyard, I prefer like 21 and over.
Yeah.
You know? But then I do also remember being like 14, 15, 16 and being at adult fucking shows. So I don't know. I like the adult thing better. Because it's adults. But there's nothing like a backyard show. Especially if it's like fucking sick, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know, it's back and forth.
Most definitely, man. Last one I got for you, bro, is what's a piece of advice you have for a youngster thinking about jumping into the graph game?
Shit, careful who you cap. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah. Be careful who you cap. If fools are sensitive, they'll beat your ass, and then you're just like, fuck, graph game's done. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. Yeah.
Careful who you got. For sure, man. All right, bro. Nerd, thank you for your time, man. Thank you for this interview. Before we sign off, bro, you got any shout outs or any last thing?
Yeah. All the boys from DCP, you know, Muhammad Dirty, Derek, Merge, Lags, Mecca, Micah, you know, Nisa, motherfucker, Combat's motherfucking ass right there, Solver, you know, fucking Joe's, fucking, what is a long ass list, dog? I'm trying to think of it, fuck, you know? Yeah, so the list is too many. I can sit here for like 20 minutes. You know, like,
Yeah.
fucking Waiter, Do It, you know what I'm saying? J-Man, you know what I'm saying? Fucking Elser, you know, shout out Elser for, you know, telling this fellow interview me. You know, yours, fucking, a Rose, oh yeah, you know.
So,
I
man.
think that's it, you know, my kids.
That's right. All right. Nerd, thank you again for this interview, bro. Appreciate the hospitality, letting us come into your shop, man.
Yeah, hey, fool, anytime, fool. Welcome here anytime, fool. Come party.
Hell yeah.
We party a lot here. Yeah.
That's right. Y'all listening to Lost Element on KQBH LP 101.5 FM, a community service of the Boyle Heights Arts.